To the jump. This is our Sounds of the Season special. I am Rachel Nichols, and this past season I sat down with the biggest stars in the NBA to discuss issues both on and off the court. Now, if there's one thing that separates this league from other professional sports, it's personality. And what better place to begin than with the league MVP, Mr. Russell Westbrook. He spent this past season doing something that has not been done in 50 years, average a triple-double. And days before Russ broke Oscar Robertson's record for most triple-doubles in one season, well, I sat down with the Big O to put that into context. Take a look.
Westbrook sees a seam. Westbrook shows from the basketball, goes to the rim, and sticks the dagger.
What has it been like for you to watch Russell Westbrook this season?
I think he's a great athlete. I mean, he's tenacious. He's so quick up and down the floor. I just hope he doesn't wear out. Defenses are going to start doing certain things to him. You know, they may push him. They may run into him and try to get him upset. The kid is outstanding, to be honest. I mean, it's really outstanding. I think he's done a lot for basketball this year.
If he does pull off a triple-double for the season and you're not the only one anymore, what will you think of that?
I'll congratulate him. I think it's wonderful. I didn't know I had the record, to be honest. So this is where I am with it. My game is behind me. Whatever I did in those days is fine. This is the new age. People want to see great stars play. They want to see guys get triple-doubles and shoot three-point shots, and they want highlights.
Russ is also a candidate for the MVP award, but different voters have different ideas about how important what he is doing is.
Well, I mean, for what he's done, I think he deserves it. But there are other candidates as well. And, you know, years ago when I played, the MVP came from the team that won, no matter what you did. Now, Russell's historic season earned him MVP honors, but it was one of the closest races in recent memory. That's because James Harden, along with coach Mike D'Antoni, performed an extreme makeover of the Rockets. They turned into one of the most explosive teams in the league. I spoke to Harden just at the beginning of that experiment, and he talked so candidly about repairing his image after being left off all three All-NBA teams the previous season.
You had a great quote about team chemistry. You said, to build something I haven't had since I've been here, everyone on the same page, everyone in the same boat. Why do you think you haven't had everyone in the same boat in past seasons?
I don't know. But you know, I keep going back to last year because it was so frustrating, you know, for myself and then for our organization. So we don't want that to repeat. And you know, this is I got to do things that I haven't done as a leader. You know, go out and get out of my character zone a little bit. And you know, I'm willing to sacrifice for the sake of the team, for the sake of whoever, you know, for us to be successful.
All right, so let's talk about that. You said you looked in the mirror. You didn't like everything that you saw. What didn't you like?
You know, my performance consistently. You know, it was you know, whether it's offensively, whether it's defensively.
His defense has been embarrassing.
If you're going to take a knock at Harden, that's one of the knocks. He just lost his man for a layup. That can't happen.
I mean, there were multiple times that it would just look like someone was walking by you. What was happening there?
Just not focused, not focused, and you know, a lot of distractions. You know, but once again, I had a lot on my plate, which I don't think anybody else in the NBA has on their plate, as far as minutes being played, the load, just all that. So that goes into a factor, which is no excuse, but hey, look in the mirror, you got to be better, and then you got to come back more focused.
You're going to have even more on your plate maybe this season because this is your team. You signed that contract extension. Mm-hmm. Dwight is gone. How do you want to manage things differently so you don't get yourself in that situation again?
Yeah, just from top to bottom, we have something different. You know, players and the coaches holding each other accountable, listening, learning, teaching. So something we kind of lacked the last few years, and I'm excited about this journey.
Dwight, when he left, was very open about things. He talked about the communication between you guys. Dwight said it wasn't as good as it needed to be to succeed. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
What do you think?
Pretty accurate. I mean, I don't know if it was communication. It was just it didn't work. You know, it didn't work, and no pointing the fingers, no, none of that. It just didn't work. And in life, sometimes things just don't work out.
You guys haven't played a game yet, and yet it seems like team chemistry is already better.
You know, it kind of takes me back to where, you know, as a young guy in Oklahoma City, I mean, we hung out off the court, and that translated to on the court. You know, we were that much better. We knew each other, you know, and so that makes a team.
Not bad from Harden. And after averaging 29 points and 11 assists in his first full season running point, he then, of course, took it upon himself to recruit Chris Paul to Houston. So next season, you're going to have two players who finished in the top 4 in assists per game sharing a backcourt. Must-see TV, indeed. Now, before we go to break, I want to show you a great piece our friends at NBA Countdown put together. This featured the third-place finisher to the league's MVP, stoic Kawhi Leonard. Enjoy.
How do I get Kawhi to laugh?
Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea.
You cannot get Kawhi Leonard to laugh.
Having Kawhi laugh is very hard. A job that I haven't mastered yet. I gotta work on my game.
TV shows, funny movies, jokes, just like normal people.
Here and there you can see a...
Sounds of the season. I'm Rachel Nichols. The NBA has been at the forefront of social activism, thanks in large part to the tone set by Commissioner Adam Silver and the head of the NBA Players Association, Chris Paul. Now, earlier this season, Chris told me what inspires him to speak out and devotes just so much of his free time to uplifting the community. You're going to want to hear this. Take a listen. Why is it important to you to help, to make a difference here?
You know, for me, when myself along with the other guys stepped forward at the ESPYs, it was as a man and more so as a father, in trying to bring awareness to the different issues that we're all facing and just be a voice. I actually posted a picture on my Instagram the night of the ESPYs because as I was sitting there when the ESPYs started, we have a photo stream with our kids and stuff like that, that me and my wife and our family received pictures. And when this picture came across of my son sitting there watching it, I got goosebumps. And I told my wife, I was like, this might be the most meaningful picture that I've probably ever seen, in that the things that we're facing now are things that our kids are gonna have to endure.
LeBron James talked about that because he's got 2 sons and a daughter, and he said that knowing his oldest son is going to start driving in a few years and is going to get in a car and could get pulled over, and how young black men are seen in some parts of this country, he said it scares him. How do you feel about it?
I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I know what it's like to be pulled over and to be nervous and not sure what to do and what to say or what to do. So it's a very uncomfortable feeling. And like Bron said, having kids, it really makes an impact.
When did it happen to you?
A couple years ago.
Really?
A couple years ago.
So after your face was plastered all over America for years and years, still someone pulled you over and you felt nervous about the interaction?
Oh, no question. No question. Because at the end of the day, everyone doesn't know who you are.
Right.
You know, and at the same time, you know, I don't expect any preferential treatment or anything like that. You know,
there's a difference though between preferential treatment and being scared of being hurt.
Right.
Those are there's a middle ground there.
No question, no question. You're exactly right. And things happened. It was an uncomfortable situation, but it happened.
We saw Colin Kaepernick really push the national conversation with his protests of the national anthem and get a lot of people talking who weren't before. When you guys sat around and talked as a team about whether you wanted to continue and pick up those anthem protests or whether you wanted to move in a different direction?
You know, the conversation is amazing. The different symbolism and things like that, they're amazing, but I'm more so of what can we do? I've charged my team, my family, everyone around me to figure out different ways that we can actually educate people and try to move in the right direction.
And we've seen the teams themselves, the NBA as a league, really want to partner with the players to be active in doing something. What conversations have you guys had about how you guys together can sort of move communities forward?
The thing that we have that a lot of other leagues don't have is that recognizable faces. You know, everyone in our league, if you go to a grocery store, you know them. I think for us is figuring out exactly what we need to do in these different communities and moving forward.
Thank you, Chris. Now, during our Final Four weekend, our teammate here on The Jump, Tracy McGrady, was voted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame class of 2017. We were given unprecedented access to document T-Mac's big weekend, thanks to our friends at the Hoop Hall.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to be official. You know, T-Mac 2017 Hall of Fame class. So what? From high school to the pros to the Hall.
Our first
Hall of Famer, as we introduce him to you now, is the great Tracy McGrady, a 7-time All-Star in the NBA, 2-time scoring champion, plays for us now, and was a transcendent player.
Went right from high school into the NBA, and for a period of time in the league, he was absolutely unstoppable. With the Orlando Magic in 4 seasons, averaged 28 points per game.
Let's give them a great round of applause here. The Hall of Fame class of
2017. Just got to Utah and I got to my hotel room. I sat down on the couch and I went to do this, put my leg up on the footstool. I couldn't straighten it out. Training camp, I'm not healthy, struggling. And I shut it down All-Star Weekend. And I went and visited some more doctors, and a doctor in Chicago was like, I don't know why you playing. You bone on bone, you cartilage, you have no cartilage. It's like, you gotta have microfracture. When I heard that, I was like, dang.
I did get emotional. I did start crying, I can tell you that. I never won a championship. I never had the opportunity to play for a championship, but this is my championship. This is everything that I wanted to play for with this game that I love.
I'm still floating right now, man, but I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke any marijuana, but I can only imagine how it feels because I feel that way.
With orange and represented basketball, you have the spire. It's about 1 5/8 carats of diamonds, so lots of bling for you.
This is mine now. You can get a championship ring, but everybody can't get this one.
Congrats, T-Mac! And before we go to break, we'd like to leave you with a soundbite from my Mother's Day conversation with Wanda Durant, Sonia Curry, and Mary Babers Green. Enjoy.
I want to ask you guys about how you are at games. Who is the loudest?
Probably me.
You think?
I think so.
I think what people don't know about us is that we love the game. So we're very competitive, and we come to not only support our children, but to watch the games.
Fires away. Wow! Another three from Curry.